Okay, let's go to practical session. In my last class, I tried to create a folder on the desktop, and that folder has two items. I created a file called index.html, and I created another one called code.js. Let me do it again. Let me close this. Let me delete this. Okay, anytime you are creating an application, so create a folder on the desktop. Okay, give it a name. The name of the app, maybe I just call it my app. So that is my folder there. Then there is nothing. If I open it, there is nothing inside the folder. Then, since JavaScript is usually embedded in a web page, so you need to create at least a page for your application. So I'm going to do that by going to Notepad. Like I said, we are going to use Visual Studio Code. We are going to use Visual Studio Code. Sorry, let me quickly save this. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Okay, that's just a text file. We are going to use Visual Studio Code, but for now, let's still be using our Notepad until some people are able to download Visual Studio Code and install it. Or if you have any other editor, you can use it. So I go to my system and I start Notepad. Okay. Now in my Notepad, I want to create a page that contains my application. So like I did the other time, the first thing is document declaration type. It doesn't have closing counterpart. Then I have HTML, which has a closing counterpart. The closing we have will be preceded by a /. Then if you don't know all this, I gave you an assignment, and I believe you have gone through my video tutorial on HTML and CSS, and I believe that you understand what I'm doing right now. If you have not done so, please, it's not yet late to go through my tutorial on HTML and CSS. It's not yet late. Okay, now this is a simple web page. Then let me just put h2 tag and say my simple application. So just h2 tag there. Alright, this is a Notepad. Then I'm going to save it. I'll save it. Now make sure that I locate my desktop. Then I locate my folder that I created. This folder here. Make sure you save it inside it. Then you save it. You can change this one to all files. Then you save it as index.html. The first page of every application is called index. Every web app, the first page is called index. Then make sure there is no space here. .html. HTML means I'm saving it as a web page. Notepad can be used to create any kind of code. You can use it to create JavaScript, that will be .js. You can use it to create Java, that will be .java. C++ will be CPP. VB will be .vb. So, but this one is a .html. You click save. Then if I go to here, you see that it's already saved as let me increase my view. As a web page with Mozilla Firefox. If I click it, so you see that it's in my simple application because excuse me, that's what I have under heading 2. Okay, let me change it to heading 1. Heading 1. Heading 1. Let me save it. I'll go back. I'll refresh. So it's going to be bigger. Then inside this, this body tag, I want to create a JavaScript. I told you that You can start your JavaScript by starting the script tag, and don't forget to have a closing script tag. Then there are 3 ways to put JavaScript in your app. The one I'm doing right now is the one that is called embedded JavaScript. So I'm putting this one inside a web page. The web page, it can be put anywhere. I can put it in the head, I can put it in the body, even outside the body before the closing HTML. Okay, but one thing is that I need to refer to where my JavaScript file is by using src. I can say code.js. I did similar thing the other time. So I'm going to create a file called, you can use any name, you can call it any name. It can be my app.js, or it can be anything.js. So I'm just trying to use code.js. So what will happen here is whatever code I put here will be run in my application. So I'm going to save this. At the same time, go to my start and start another notepad. And this is a blank notepad. I'm going to save it as or you can click ordinary save, because this is the first time. Change this one to all files. Save it as code.js. Note the word .js. This is not .html. I'm creating JavaScript file now. And make sure it's in the same folder with your other files. So you save it. So anything I put here is my JavaScript code that this index.html will call. Anytime I launch my app, it's going to look inside this code.js and launch any function that I put here or any code that I put here. Now, I want to create a function. Remember, I talked about function, data types, variable, statement, and function. So I want to create a function here. We start with the word function. The name of the function is, let's just say greet me. Look at the way I type my greet me, kamekesi. Remember kamekesi? I have 2 words, greet and me. The first word with small letters, and the second one start with a capital letter. Then don't forget that immediately after the name, you put parentheses, then you start curly brace, then you close curly brace. Alright. Then, here, I will just say alert. You are welcome to my app. You are welcome to my app. Okay, that is what I want to happen under greet me. But here, alert itself is a function on its own. You see that it has bracket also, just like greet me. So it's a function. So you can use function inside function. But this alert is an inbuilt function that you use freely. And the parameter it takes is that you have to type something to be alerted. What I want to be alerted is you are welcome to my app. So we are going to save this. So I created a function called greet me, and I use alert function, inbuilt function. So how do I call this function? There are many ways to call it in our app. I can go back to my index, and here I can simply come here and create a button. Or better still, yes, let's create a button, because anyway, I'm sorry for the way I'm trying to be slow. What happened here is that in a web app, progressive web app, or JavaScript app like this, there is what we call event. That is a user interaction with your app. Now, by the time this thing is launched, nothing is happening. The user just see my simple application. But you want to put something that user can interact with. Most of the time, maybe a button, or maybe when the mouse goes over this thing, something should happen. So that is what we call an event. You want an event to happen. and you want to put an element that will trigger the event. That's a button. You put a button tag. Some of you may not be familiar with it. There is a tag called button. That's one of the features of HTML5. And that button we say greet me. That is what I want on the button. Okay, let's save this and refresh this page. You see, I have a button called greet me, but when I click on it, nothing happens. Now, what do I want to happen? Anytime I click on this greet me, I want to fire an event. So we are still going to talk much about event as we proceed. So in this case, I want event called on click. Look at the way I type my on click. It's in small letter. There are many events. There are so many events. You can have a mouse over, mouse in. You can have enter, key enter, key dot enter. Maybe somebody press enter. There are so many events. We are still going to learn this. It's very compulsory. But this one is click. On click equals to, if they click this button, what do I want to happen? I want to call a function called greet me. And remember, I created a function called greet me, so that when they click that button, you're in this index.html, we're in index.html. When they click that button, it's going to look at this code, it's going to look at this script, go and look for a file called code.js and check whether this function is there. So that is what is happening there. So you have a button, you associate click event to that button, and that click event will fire a function called greet me. So that is as simple as that. Okay, now let me save this and let's see what will happen. Let's save this and see what will happen. Okay, checking my time. That's 12 minutes gone. Okay, I think I've saved it. Let's go back, let's refresh and click greet me. So you see what I have here. You are welcome to my app. So that is the alert function. That is the function of the alert, to alert something on the screen. Say okay, then you go back to your app. So I want to stop right now. In the next video, I'm going to talk about some other inbuilt function like prompt and confirm. Those are the inbuilt function. Thank you for listening.